Hey guys, so welcome back to another edition of me analyzing charts connected to cryptocurrencies. And what's interesting over the past few days is that we've seen Bitcoin move up, we've seen it push higher. And what's so interesting right now is Bitcoin dominance is around 6.32%. The highest that we've ever seen for the week is 69.53. Please do note that we've seen Bitcoin dominance dropped around 60% somewhere around May 15, 2021. But over a period of time, I think no, if you are investing, trading, accumulating, stacking cryptocurrencies, one of the biggest things that we should always check out, one of the biggest things that should always be in our minds is what's happening to Bitcoin. Because in my opinion, everything rises and falls with what's happening in Bitcoin. Of course, there are a lot of tokens and cryptos that are very interesting. There are a lot that have value. There are a lot that have utility. There are a lot that are getting massive adaptation in terms of the gaming space. But um, it's Bitcoin, it's the standard for everything. And what happens to Bitcoin, the entire cryptocurrency market will follow. And I know I'm going to talk about charts in this video, but I'll just say this over and over. If you are a investor, you are a stacker, you are a accumulator, you are a hodler of crypto, please do note that always look at how game changing the technology is of Bitcoin. Please do note that Bitcoin is so scarce. Please do note that I watched this documentary. I think it was a video, and you can check it out also about what's happening in Lebanon because of the crisis that's happening in Lebanon. Their currency is so devalued right now, and people have been paying 10 times, 20 times more what it actually costs a couple of years back. I think their monthly wage right now, their minimum wage is um, around 6,000 pesos if you convert it into pesos already. So it's something that's relatively low, and it's something that shows, in my opinion, sheds light on how important Bitcoin is. That if you want to protect your savings, you want to protect your investments from inflation, from the devaluation of fiat currencies, it's so important for you to stack, accumulate, and hodl Bitcoin. And that being said, also, what's sad is this, and I'm not saying this will happen to whatever country you are living in right now, but decades worth generational wealth got wiped out last because of what's happening to them, meaning their bank accounts were frozen. Money that people worked hard for years, they had no access to it. Their accounts were frozen. They could not take it out, and it literally became zero. And that's why I've been saying this over and over and over and over and over. There has to be an allocation of your portfolio in Bitcoin, in cryptocurrencies as a storer of value to protect and to custody what you've been saving hard for. Please watch that Lebanon video. Watch what's happening in Lebanon because it it could be a template to protect and hedge your savings also for the years to come. And that's why Bitcoin is so relevant and it's so important that I've been saying this over and over that if you want to protect your wealth also, don't just it's nice to trade alts, it's nice to invest in alts, it's nice to position in smart contracts. Those are all amazing, those are all very very interesting, but please put a portion of what you have in Bitcoin. Why am I saying this? Because when times are good, Bitcoin rises, then altcoins follow. When times are bad, Bitcoin drops, but it's not as battered, it's not as hammered as those S coins, those meme coins, and other altcoins that really don't have value. Please remember that when times are bad, people will tend to go into something that's more secure. People will tend to go into something that's more safe for them, and the one that's a better store of value, at least for the cryptocurrency space, is Bitcoin. So it doesn't have to be it doesn't have you don't have to put everything there, but it has to be at a portion that you're comfortable with also. So I'm sure you've seen this when markets drop. Bitcoin dropped 50 plus percent, but you've seen S coins drop around 90, 95 plus percent. You've seen some altcoins drop around 75%. And that's what I'm saying. So that's the investment part of it. And please do spend a lot of time learning the technology, not just dahil akit yung presyo, bababa yung presyo. Don't just focus on that. Focus on how game changing it is. Focus on how it's it can preserve and protect your savings wherever you are in the world. Now that being said, the remaining few minutes of this video will be dedicated to what's happening in the charts. So I want to show this right now. So currently, we have Bitcoin at around 39,590. And as you can see right here, it's trying to attack already at least on the 99-day moving average as a resistance level. But in my opinion, it really, really needs to break out from this consolidatory level for us to be able to see, for this to have some legs to continually push up. So I think that once Bitcoin starts to continue push, once Bitcoin starts to continually push, other altcoins will follow. The good ones also like Ethereum, BNB would also follow suit. And I've posted videos on this. I think it was the video 2 days ago where we talked about a lot of them already showing us some upward moves from MACD breaking out from certain moving averages as well, which is a very, very good and very, very interesting bullish move. But in my opinion, it must break out from this resistance level. It must go out above 41,000, and it must stay above that level and solidify itself as a level of support. If not, we're just going to see Bitcoin just continually consolidate. And nothing wrong for it to consolidate because it allows buyers also to accumulate and stockpile at that particular level. But for those that want to see Bitcoin continually push up, it must break out from the 41,000 level. For those that for those that want to also pick it up at a lower price, watch out for this resistance level here, somewhere around the 41,000 mark. If it fails to break out from that level, then a possible retracement here to the 7-day moving average at 35,000 is possible, or somewhere around here to the 33,000 and then back to the 29,000 level. So failure to break out from this resistance will just put Bitcoin in a consolidation pattern, will just put Bitcoin sideways over the past few months of its progression, and nothing much will change also unless it breaks out from that. A breakout though from the 41,060 mark will give Bitcoin a shot to go to around 49,119 US dollars. So that's the progression for Bitcoin. Please do note the moving averages right now are 32,525, 33,570 for both the 7 and the 25 day. And if you'll notice it also, this is the current progression also for most altcoins that we have been tracking from Ethereum. Let me just pull it up as well, but I'm not gonna really go through it one by one. This is Ethereum right here. It's not loading. So there you have Ethereum. So it looks kind of the same. And even if you look at also BNB, you have BNB right here. So BNB is at 312 US dollars, but if you try to look at the context of it also, it's still nothing much has changed. It's still also consolidating right now. It's still also, as you can see right here, it really needs to break out of this sideways range before we actually see it push higher. So for BNB, I think it's around the 440 mark before we actually see it continue to push higher. What's interesting though, and what I want to talk about also for a bit are is Axie Infinity, because a lot of you guys have been requesting it as well. And what's so interesting about Axie is that it's not just AXS that has been moving up, even other play to earn games that are not listed in general exchanges, but they can be bought indexes that have been moving up from skill and to also DPET. And I've seen what's interesting now. I've said this in the video a while ago that we have a lot of I have a lot of friends playing DPET right now. They find it I think that they find it very, very interesting, the gameplay that is in it. But as for Axie, it's interesting that it hit somewhere around 50. And as you can see right here, its massive breakout that happened somewhere at the end of June caused it to push higher. Then we've seen it bounce off the 25-day moving average to continue to push up. So Axie right now is holding above the 25-day moving average, and it also just bounced lately just right here from the 7-day moving average. Now, from a trend standpoint, a majority of the moving averages and also the trend is still pointing up. We still have its upward direction holding as of this point in time. And I think no, what's so interesting about this is that um, for Axie, you need AXS for you to be able to have your characters as well. And as demand for this continues, I think it places an upward pressure, causing people to buy it at a higher price. So I think everything will ride and fall on the success of the game. Everything will ride and fall on how much people accept this and play this over and over and over and over and over again. And I think there will be a lot of competition also, and there will be a lot of people there will be a lot of games, there will be a lot of developers who will be entering this space. And all, I think no, it's not just about finding what's low cap. It's not just about finding what is cheap, but you have to find something that's cheap, but also has the potential that lalaruin siya ng mga tao, because if it's not being played by people, then um, no matter how cheap it is, I don't know if it will get mass adaptation. So I said this in the other video also, that if you want to enter this space, not as a trader or an investor, but really you want to do the play to earn thing, find something that you like already. So again, that's just my whole spiel. That's just my whole spiel into all of this, and I hope that it massively adds value to you guys. So there, I'll maybe end the video on this, but I think there's so much to look forward to in the crypto space. I think I think it's not just anymore about just Bitcoin, smart contracts, etc. But the ability to do so much on top of smart contracts makes the cryptocurrency market space very very exciting. And I do know that there's a lot of things that are going on, but I think we're still early in this entire adaptation of crypto. We're still early in this entire adaptation of NFTs as well, and there will be a lot of volatility. And if you are trading or if you are investing, I think the volatility of the markets are something that you must deal with. You must learn how to live with, and above and beyond that, it's something that you must realize that you have to embrace it, because up until tanggap na siya ng majority of the population, or a large chunk of the population will be using this, or it's accepted, the more variables there are, the more volatile it will still be. So when everyone knows it already, when it's safe already, then wala ng volatility, but also the upside is gone as well. So there, I think the next video that I want to make is about the stock to flow model, and how does it impact Bitcoin also as a whole. So that's it for now. Maybe I'll just end it with this, and I hope that this was something that added value to all of you, wherever you are in the world. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'll try to make videos on top of that. And if you want to join our technical analysis or fundamental analysis course, check it in the description below. If you want to trade crypto markets, US stock markets, and also forex markets, we have different exchanges and platforms that you could actually use below to help you trade the markets with confidence. And if you want to read my books, those are national bookstore best-selling books. Check it out in Shopee, Lazada, National Bookstore. Everything is in the description